A big thank you to Her Excellency for making this gathering here, because I think it's really important that we start to express our cultures. I was actually saying earlier on backstage again that how it's important for now for Antiguan and Barbadian cuisine to actually step out of the shadows and actually be up there here in the UK and around the world. And I'm really hoping that these conversations that we're going to have now is the beginning of that. So can we please give Her Excellency a round of applause? So let's begin. Let's begin. And I think I'd love to begin with Miss Miriam, or Mirie as she likes to be called. My grandmother's name was Miriam. And she inspired me in everything that I did. And when I do take a look across at this beautiful, amazing woman, she does remind me of my grandmother. And my grandmother taught me everything I knew about cooking and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to learning a few things from Miss Mirie. So I suppose the first question I'm going to ask her is, what were some of your earliest memories when you were growing up?
Oh, I have so many. First of all, I like the gardening. I had my own little garden I was about 5 or 6, and I always like to tell the story. I planted vines today, and I went to reap them tomorrow. And this is where I learned that you can't plant today and reap tomorrow. And again, with my cooking, I learned to cook at a very early age. I don't know how many of you know about fish gill. When you scale the fish, and you take out the gill.
Yes.
Well, we used to cook that as children. So there is where I started my cooking. I had my little pan or something, I can't remember. It wasn't a pot. Maybe a salmon tin or herring tin. And I cooked my little fish.
Fish gill.
Yes. And I don't know how many of you ever played Dolly House.
Yes.
Well, I used to play a lot of Dolly House. And we had stones for our children. But I was always the mother. I was always in charge. Well, I'm from a family of 8 children. I am the second child, first girl, and from an early age, I had to look after my siblings. My parents used to work on the estates, so they would leave early in the morning, cook our food and leave it. By the time they left, we ate the food. We eat our
So, Miss Mirie, before we get into the food, from your beginnings of cooking fish gills,
Yes.
and playing Dolly House at the same time about it, we know that now you have a book called Mirie's Magic Recipes.
Yes.
Can I ask you what inspired you to write that book?
Well, my granddaughter there, Tiffany, she was the first to say, Grandma, I'm going to write a book. She started. Friends would come along and say, you need to write a book. I said, my granddaughter is doing it. I said, if she doesn't do it, I will do it. Well, my second daughter, she decided she was going to take up the mantle. Then they started gathering information from me. Well, I used to talk to them about my life stories from a child. So they knew a lot about me. And parents, please talk to your children. Tell them about your life. And so they said, Mommy, you have to write a book. I said, okay. I will dictate and you write. After a while, they say, hey, we're not getting anywhere. The birthday is coming up. And so they got together and when they don't remember something, mommy, so-and-so, so-and-so, and I will tell them. So, it's 9 words, but they put it together. Because to be honest, I don't think I'd be able to put it together like them. I would use my kind of language.
That's absolutely fantastic. Give a round of applause.